A while ago, I realized that it's hard for me to express things in my video blog, but I'm actually really good at expressing things through letters.
Mike, why is it so hard to do your video blogs? You're amazing and awesome and super creative, and yet at the same time, you sort of suck at them.
That's sort of harsh, but yeah, it's not because I'm bad at them, it's just because I put a little less effort into figuring things out beforehand.
But Mike, you actually put a lot of effort into your blogs.
Okay, then it must be because I have stage fright.
But Mike, that's not true either, because you go around and make a fool of yourself all the time in front of other people.
Okay, I'm running out of excuses here. What I think it is actually that I put more time thinking before I speak when I type than before I actually speak. When I blah-de-blah with the hands and the stuff. It makes more sense if you can just see it. That's it. We're gonna take a small trip into my brain that happens between my thoughts and my hands for the typing. Alright, let's go! At first, it all starts in my brain whenever I think of something that I want to say. Like, say I wanted to say, knock knock, who's there? Me, I kill you! I start to think this, and I'm like, okay, let's send this to my hands. On the way to my hands, my brain's like, you know what, that wasn't exactly a good thing to say. So, what it does is it takes a cookie, takes a bite out of it, puts it back, and says, you know what, let's go on to something else. It's about this time that my brain eventually gets bored of thinking about the word that I'm currently typing. So my brain jumps to something else. Like, what do I want to be for Halloween next year? And I say, oh no, that's good. That's a good question. What do I want to be for Halloween next year? I say, I know, I'll be Master Chief. But we're gonna make it out of papercraft. Now that I figured out what I want to be for Halloween, I have to go back to figuring out exactly what I'm trying to say to the person. And exactly who I'm saying it to, and how I'm gonna say it. It's sort of like a Rubik's Cube of thought process and pain and suffering, except for less jagged and more fun.
Who uses a jagged Rubik's Cube?
We're about here on this chain now. This is where the fun part is, because this is where I get to choose what type of imaginative words I want to use. Like, do I want to say, I liked your hat? Or do I want to say, I like that thing that you're wearing on your head with the squiggles and the lines and the feathers and the explosion fireworks? It was amazing. Never met anyone with an exploding firework feather hat. But if I did, I would definitely say that to them.
And that brings us all the way back right to where we started again, except for this time it's with our fingertips, clicking on the keys. But most of the time it's just my pinky finger just going on the backspace key because I can't spell. If it wasn't for spell check, I would be up the creek without a paddle. Sometimes when I'm typing, I think in between. Then it is from my head, my mouth. So, as a representation from. You know what? That wasn't as accent. Hi. And now we're to the fingertips. Now we're to the finger. Ooh. I can't type to save my life. But I can't spell to save my life. That's it.